and we have an event at Morehouse College, and where we're going to invite a lot of other athletes, particularly from HBCUs, to discuss transition in some of the effects that football has had on their lives, positively and negatively. But it's really all around mental health. And our health and wellness initiative from the NFL alumni. So we have the CDC, the National Institute of Aging, is also a part of the event as well. So it's open and free to the public. So if anyone listening, and you're in Atlanta next, tomorrow, Friday, at 1 o'clock, then stop by and see us.
So one of the things, Robert, you found, obviously concussions is a big issue with the NFL now. Commissioner Goodell kind of skated around a little bit, along with some other questions he had yesterday during his press conference, in my opinion. But talk about that in terms of the effects of it and some things that you learned while you was doing your research in this space.
Well, so the work that I do in particular, there's a lot of people who are focusing on what I say is the pathology of the injury.
Sure.
What does it happen? What happens to the brain?
Right.
I feel very fortunate. I'm on faculty at George Washington University in the School of Medicine and Health Sciences and the Department of Clinical Research and Leadership. And really what I'm focusing on are issues around psychosocial factors and neurocognitive factors. So in other words, to break it down, what I really look at is how do people who may have experienced brain injuries or other traumatic injuries, how does that affect their cognitive aging process over the course of their lives?
Wow.
So I think you could say kind of the impetus for the work that I do is when we think about Junior Seau, when we lost him to suicide.
Yes.
I'm sure, without having ever met him myself or observed him, I'm sure that there were signs of depression and other issues that were along the way that happened well before that unfortunate incident where he lost his life.
Sure.
What I want to know by interviewing hundreds of athletes and doing cognitive assessments and understanding how they experience the world, I want to recognize what those factors are so that way we can intervene much earlier